Throwing is Brady on third down. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead. And
they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Now that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They go play action. Trubisky rolling to his right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Gotta go.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Brady. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Orange! Right! Alpha! Ready? Hut!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Give him 30 yards there.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
That throw by Brady incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Brady to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White taking it in from 4 yards out. And the pass able to cash in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The NFC North champion Chicago Bears, they take the field here again on offense. Their first division title this year since 2010. They clinched it back in Week 15 with that victory over Green Bay. Of course, Green Bay's had their number, especially in recent years. But what a season it's been for Chicago.
And when you think about their previous 4 years, 5-11, 6-10, 3-13, and 5-11 again in 2017. Now they'll have at least one home game in Soldier Field in January. This is a big turnaround. And I'd say go ahead and engrave the Coach of the Year award to Matt Nagy, their head coach. And it also will seal hirings going forward. Sean McVay with the Rams in 2017. Matt Nagy with the Bears in 2018. Look for those offensive guys to get the first crack at these jobs.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
Gotta go.
Now it's Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, that's a tough guy right there. He knew that was going to happen. In other words, he'll have to absorb that hit. How about him securing the football, churning the legs a little bit, and gaining what he needed for a first down?
Well, that's the deal. On third down, these guys, they know where the sticks are. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. The point after try for Gostkowski. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well, and maybe what they don't do so well. And it really helped him acclimate and get himself a big victory in Week 15 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. How about the bloodline of Josh Johnson, though? Also related to Marshawn Lynch of the Oakland Raiders and Marcus Peters of the Los Angeles Rams.
Pretty good company. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky, escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. He will push his way down to about the 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
No, 66.
On third down, Brady. And that's caught by Gronk for